into our perfect Pilates posture with our feet parallel, balancing weight evenly, big toes, little toes and heels, that little lift with the arches of the feet, little softening in the knees, and finding your natural neutral spine. So let's have our hands on our hips as usual and just manually move the pelvis forwards and backwards and just see how your lower back feels this morning. Are you holding any tension there? If you've been doing lots of gardening, lots of forward flexion, let's see if we can release it today and just let it go. So let's stop with the hips, the pelvis right over the knees and the ankles, and then take that little lift out of the pelvis. You're immediately going to grow, release your rib cage, and then release and relax your shoulders down away from the ears. Think about scapula gliding down and down in that soft V shape in your back. Lengthen through the neck and retract and relax your jawline. Always remember that string's lengthening your spine and always supporting you from the ceiling. So as usual, we'll start with our little roll forwards to your toes, elevating as you do this, and gently back to your heels. So as we do this movement, just give yourselves a quick body scan and just see how you are. See if you're holding any tension in your shoulders maybe today, maybe in your neck, your jawline. This is where we all tend to hold tension. And just address it, make a little mental note, and see if we can release it right the way through the class. Lovely. So this time we're going to roll little toes to big toes, back to our heels, and then big toes to little toes, and back to our heels. Let's roll forwards and just float the arms effortlessly up to the shoulders, and then effortlessly retract. So there's no force, there's no strain, there's no rush on these movements. Floating forwards, staying here, fix the elbows and just draw the scapula back on their own this time. Reaching forwards and then floating all the way down. So let's float the arms back up with the palms faced in this time, and again effortlessly retract. Feel the scapula glide together, so just a subtle change. Reaching forwards again, fix the elbows and just draw the scapula back on their own. Reaching forwards, turn the palms down and then release. Let's float the arms back up to the shoulders. That's effortlessly retract again. I can't talk today. And reaching forwards, turn the palms in and effortlessly open wide this time. Think about all that forward flexion we've been doing. Left arm over the right and give yourself a big hug and moving side to side with the hug, just releasing any tension here. Lovely. And then coming back to centre, let's take our seat, first hinge position, pushing back into sit bones, pulling forwards with the elbows and taking this hug all the way over the head. Let's look left as we float the arms effortlessly all the way down. Looking forwards, roll forwards again and float the arms back up to the shoulders. Turn the palms in and again effortlessly retract. Feel the scapula glide together. Reaching forwards, let's open into that lovely wide T shape again. Feel as though you're being really stretched today. Right arm over the left and again giving yourselves that manual hug. Nice rotation side to side. Spine loves to be moved in different directions. Let's come back to our centre, take your seat again, pull the elbows forwards, push back into sit bones. And then taking this hug all the way over the head again, wherever's comfortable for you. And then look at the right hand as you effortlessly float all the way down. Realign, recenter, float back up onto toes, but this time lift the arms into a V shape. Into your W shape, you're being drawn back by your elbows. Lifting back into V shape, and then floating effortlessly all the way down. Let's do that again, making sure we're not chin jutting, we're just letting the head float. Elbows down into that lovely W shape, but draw them back slightly. All the way back up into V shape, and then floating all the way down. Let's just do one more of these, and let's breathe in, wide and full. Breathing out, zipping up our centre line, feeling the elbows being drawn to the back of the room. Breathing in, lifting the arms but keep them lifted, lower the heels, bend knees, and as you breathe out, swing forwards, just letting go. Staying here, arms outside of right leg, just let go. Lots of knee bend, outside of left leg, just let go. And maybe letting out a great big sigh this time. And then this time we're going to dissolve into our little extension all along the spine if it feels better for you today. Let's realign, recenter, pulling up and in a step on your left foot and then your right foot. and maybe add that little hip switch as long as there's no pain. And then rebalance the weight and just sway. And then gently pushing the hips side to side. And then change this way into a little circle to your left. Make it big or small to see how you feel. Gradually make it a little bit bigger with each repetition to get a little bit warmer in the lower back and the pelvis. And we'll just do one more of these. Lovely, let's come back to our long spine. Slowly glide the shoulders back up towards the ears. Slowly gliding them down. And as you press back with the palms, press forwards with the chest. Feel all those muscles really stretching out in the chest and shoulders. Let's do that again, breathing in, we're back into hinge again, looking slightly in front of you. Breathing out, gliding down, and as you press back, bring the forefingers and thumbs to touch this time behind the back. Lovely. Let's come back to our long spine, gliding shoulder blades back up again. Gliding down, and this time imagine you're holding that big ball of energy between the palms, pressing the chest gently forwards. Feel the energy in your palms. Breathing in to release. Just release the shoulders and a step on the right foot and then the left foot. And again, maybe add that little lift with each hip bone if you wish to. Well done. Okay, let's rebalance the weight and just sway. And gently pushing the hips side to side. How does this side feel today? And then change this way into a circle to your right. Start small. We all have imbalances, so you may be feeling this side's okay, the other side wasn't, or vice versa. So just again, making those little mental notes. Making the circle a little bit big with each repetition, but no pain. So let's come back to our long spine and glide the shoulders again back up towards the ears. Breathe in, breathing out, just gently pressing back with the palms as you press forwards with the chest. Should be a bit easier this time round. Let's do that again, breathing in wide and full. Breathing out, glide and thumbs down. And this time we're going to bring the forefingers and thumbs to touch behind the back. Breathe in wide and full, gliding shoulder blades back up again. Breathing out to glide them down and hold your big ball of energy. Visualize lots of positive energy vibrating between the palms. So your mantra is, my vibe is high today. Get lots of energy going. And then back to long spine. Softening the knees again and roll the shoulders. Let's take a look left as you roll the shoulders. Looking down to the left little toe. Chin towards the chest, and then head back to your centre, still roll the shoulders. Looking right as you still roll the shoulders. Looking down towards your right little toe, and then chin towards the chest, still roll the shoulders. Floating the head back to neutral, glide the scapula down, let's lift just the left arm on its own, floating it all the way around, then take a seat back into hinge. And draw the circle as big or as small as you're comfortable with. And I want you to really move with the arm. So waking everything up now. We'll do one more of these. And then allowing the arm to rest. Let's try the right arm. So again, we lift from the armpit, big gap between earlobe and shoulder. Look at the hand as you move. Take your seat, so watching where your knees are lying. You must rest just over the ankles and no further than the middle of your feet. Again, and then just allow the arm to rest. How does this side feel? Both arms, double arm lift, lifting from the armpits, really open up. Imagine you're taking a seat, gathering all that lovely positive energy and sprinkling over the body, either with a long spine or that little extension. You decide what's best for you today, and just one more of these. Lovely. Resting the arms, double arm circle going back this time. So can we open up chest and shoulders? Don't let the ribcage force forwards. Just try and release the ribcage. Let the movement flow from your core. Those deep, deep abdominals. This is our last one. Going to come straight into spine twist, so bring the fingertips to touch. Slotting the thumbs in that little hole in your sternum with the elbows wide, and we'll bring our heels together. Squeeze the legs together, and strings on the crown of the head make you stand really tall, and breathe in. As you breathe out through purse, let's take that twist. Remember to move your hips if you're feeling your back today. Keep your knees soft. Slowly floating all the way back and stop. Going to lift the arms and come into our plie with control. So sliding down a slippery wall. Let's slowly float back to neutral and do that again. So again, we slide down our slippery wall into our plie. Let's come back to first position, glue the legs together, shoulders down and twist to your right side. Again, move your hips if you need to. Slowly floating all the way back. Let's lift back up and come into plie again with control. I want you to imagine you're zipping up your muscles and your legs, make them really active, make them work for you today. This is more dynamic stretching. Lovely. Let's keep the arms away from the chest this time and then do your twist towards the left. Take the right arm up and the left arm down on the diagonal here. Bring the fingertips and thumbs to touch and then come back to your centre. Going to stay here, roll up onto your toes this time, squeeze your bottom muscles. As you lower the heels down again, come back into plie as you bring the elbows down. Back up onto your toes and lift the arms. And then just lowering naturally down. Squeeze the legs together, arms away from the chest and twist to your right side. Let's stay wherever's comfortable for you. Left arm up and right arm down on the diagonal this time. Bring the hands back to touch and then coming back to your centre. Let's lift again back up onto your toes. Into your W shape, into your plie, squeezing the legs away. Curving back up onto your toes, squeeze the inner thigh together, and this time we're going to bring the arms into Cossack position. Over towards the left side, your movement will be bigger now. Let's now just open into a lovely wide T shape, effortlessly moving, little bend in your elbows. Crossing arms the other way, and then coming back to me. Let's lift the arms as high as you're comfortable with and come into your plie again. And then release. And again, back into plie, one more of these. And then coming back to centre. A little bit of bar work today, by the way. Over towards the right side. Again, move your hips if you need to, and then open into that lovely wide T shape. Lovely stretch again in our chest and shoulders. Crossing arms the other way, and then coming back to your centre. Let's lift again, all the way above the head, come back into plie. And slowly come back down. And just one more of these. Now I want you to keep your arms lifted. Come back upright and just clasping hands behind your head. Thumbs either side of spinal column, so you're basically holding your head with the hands. Elbows will just be in peripheral vision, shoulder blades down, and now bring your feet to parallel. Centre yourselves, think about that string and breathe in. And as you breathe out, let's take our twist again to your left side. Keep the shoulders and scapula down. Slowly floating all the way back. Once you're there, take a little lean to your left side, I should say. And then come back to centre. Just make this movement really small and then to the right. So just starting to warm up the side body. Slowly coming all the way back and then over to the right side. Eye focus is going with your movement. Move your hips if you need to. Coming all the way back and stop. And again, we'll take that little lean to your right side. Coming back and a little lean to your left side. Well done. Coming back to centre, let's take a shrug. Just let go. And then very gently using your hands for a little bit of support to look down towards your toes. So just a little bit of weight on the back of your head with the hands, just to assist the stretch and really feel the length coming back into your neck. Let's come all the way back to our centre. Take a little lean to your left side again. Coming back to your centre, and then a little lean to your right side. Lovely, coming back to centre. Let's take that shrug again, and just let go. Looking down towards your left little toe, or if your neck allows, looking underneath your left armpit. So you've literally rotated as far as you're comfortable with, but don't force it. Let's look back down towards the centre and look under your right armpit or your right little toe. Let's come all the way back to our centre. And then float your head back to your neutral alignment. Little lean to your right side. Coming back to centre, little lean to your left side. Lovely. Coming back to centre, let's shrug once more. Just let go. Looking down towards your right little toe or underneath your right armpit. Bringing chin back towards the chest, left little toe or left armpit. Chin back towards the chest and then floating the head back to neutral. Let's take a lean to your right side, keeping the knees slightly bent. Coming back to your centre and a little lean to your left side. You might find you've got a little bit more mobility now. Coming back to our centre. Let's now just gently either stay tall, pull the elbows back, or gently bend the knees and take a little lean back here. And if you're feeling your back, then maybe support the back so you can really get into that little extension. It's up to you. Let's come all the way back upright, keep pulling the elbows back, and then floating the arms effortlessly down into wide T shape. Let's turn the palms up. Bring the legs a little bit closer together, softening the knees and take a twist towards your right side. Once you're there, turn the left palm out so it's going to face the side of the room, but the right palm faces where it is. And we're going to gently twist towards the right side. And then turn the left palm forwards and the right palm back and twist again. And then both palms face forwards as we come back to our centre. Let's lift both arms, interlace the hands, no matter if you're being pulled and stretched in both directions. Now you might get a little bit of realignment. Releasing. Open the arms again into that lovely wide T shape. Soften the knees, glue the legs together as we twist towards your left side, move the hips. Right palm faces back, left palm faces in with 3 twists. Then turn the right palm forwards, the left palm back, and then 3 twists from here. Both palms face in and come back to centre. Taking the arms above the head again, interlace the hands, and again imagine you're being pulled and stretched in both directions, and then release. Let's soften the knees a little bit more and lean to your left side. Let's now start to spiral forwards, big or small with your movement, just take your time. Let's stop at the top, lengthen again, and release. Take a lean to your right side, pushing the left hip away, looking down, and then spiral forwards again. Lovely, let's stop at the top and lengthen, release, and we'll fold forwards. Resting hands either on your thighs or your shins, but remember never your knees. Never put any pressure on our joints, they're too precious. Let's now push the legs against the hands against the legs, to come into a flat back extension. So you would imagine a bowl of water be level on your back now. And imagine you're looking over a cliff. If you can, we lift up onto our toes. Don't worry if you can't do this, and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebalance the weight. Let the arms dangle and bend the knees. Let's swing the arms forwards and backwards. Let the arms dangle, swing them side to side. Let the arms dangle, then circle them, keeping your head in line with the spine right the way through these movements. Stop at the top of this one and go round the other way. Then allow the arms to dangle or support yourself back on your thighs to get yourselves all the way back upright. If you're rolling up your wall, roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Otherwise, support yourself with a long spine to come all the way back up. Lovely. Take a few seconds, just allow the blood to drain, and then take a really big deep breath in, and a long, effortless breath out. Lovely. Releasing shoulders, step wide, and we'll finish off with spine swing here. Well done. And just one more of each of these. Lovely. So please have a quick drink if you need one, and find your weights or your can of beans or your jars of curry, whatever you're going to use today. And we'll get into some strength work now. Get rid of my finger wings. I've got 1.5 kilos today. I think that's maximum really for what we're going to be doing. Obviously, if you were doing a proper weights class, then you would have to go heavier to get the benefit of the weights, but this is perfect for what we're doing today. We're going to incorporate balance with the weights as well, so making sure we don't lean forwards and stay nice and upright again. Shoulder blades down, that little lift out of the pelvis, and do make sure we are engaging our belt without zipping up centre line. So we're going to step on our right foot and come up onto left big toe. And as you step on your right foot, try not to grip the floor. Just soften the knee and imagine you're standing on soft sand. Glide the scapula down, turn the palms forwards, and either just keep the heel lifted or start to lift the left knee as you do a bicep curl. So just bring the weights towards the shoulders and then breathing in to slowly release. Your challenge will be just to float the foot rather than take it all the way down to the floor. So really thinking about squeezing these muscles, your biceps, as you raise the weights. Keep the shoulders down, don't chin jerk, just let the head float. You have a tendency to use all the neck muscles too much, so really be aware of the biceps that we're working here. Lovely, and again, it's a softening and supporting knee. Well done. Just one more of these. Perfect. And then release. Let's now take a seat, turn the palms down and lifting the arms forwards, frontal raise with a little bend in your elbows. And then as you come back upright, a little extension, so where we press the arms back. So let's take a seat again, pushing back into sit bones. And then taking the arms behind, a little press back. Let's take a seat again, reaching forwards. And then gently press back. 2 to go, resting now if you need to. Remember, it's not a competition, you must listen to your own body, gently pressing back. And last one of these. And breathing out. Lovely, just a little wiggle with the fingers. Realign, we're balancing on the left foot, we're having your palms facing in for hammer curls this time. So again, zipping up, either just keep the right heel lifted or start to lift the right knee as you bring the ends of the weights towards the shoulders. Slowly, effortlessly floating down. So we want to make the effort as you lift, squeezing the weights as you lift, and then breathing in to slowly release. And again, we keep that nice long release neck. Our head is just floating. Lovely. So Teddy had a Power Rangers balloon. Do you know what Power Rangers are? I'm sure you all know what Power Rangers are. So we had this man dressed up as a Power Ranger balloon, and it was dropped off. We've got 2 to go. It was dropped off on Saturday night for his birthday. And by the time the morning came, he deflated, bless him. So it was just a mess on the floor. But he still loved him, as they do. This is our last one. And then gently release. Lovely. So we're going to go back to our squat. We're going to just reach forwards with the left arm and press back with the right. And come back upright. And then right arm forwards is pressed back with the left. And again, so it's a little bit like single leg stretch arms. So always make sure your knees are staying over your ankles, no further forwards than the middle of the feet. And we're not gripping the floor again. Long neck, long spine. Breathing out. Just one more of each of these. And only going as low as you're comfortable with. Last one. And then coming all the way back upright, release, wiggle, and just give the legs a shake, please. Well done. Palms are facing each other now, lateral raise, and we're going to do an abduction with the left leg. So we make sure that the side of the leg is actually going to lift out, we don't turn the toes in or out. So let's lift out the pelvis, breathe in, and as you breathe out, let's raise the arms, little bend in the elbows, lifting the leg, and then we're going to bring the leg back in. Soften and supporting the knee if you need to. If you'd like to work a little bit harder, I should say. Breathing in. And again. So slow is actually so much harder because we have got to really focus on that control. If you speed it up, we get there a lot quicker, but I don't think we get the same results. Very good. So we are building strength, but the precision with the movement is helping us to work all those correct muscles. This is our last one. Very good. and then coming back to centre. Let's come back into plie, and we're going to lift both elbows as you slide down your slippy wall, and then come back up. And again, back into plie. Very good. And again. Excellent. 3 to go. So just doing 6 of each movement today. And again, please rest whenever you need to. So let the elbows lift and lower, and last one. Brilliant. Let's bring the feet back to parallel, wiggle the fingers, palms are together again, bounce on your left foot, and off we go. Little bend in the elbows, lifting from armpits, side of the leg is lifting, soften and supporting knee. So it's like a single leg squat. And breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. And again. Lovely. Just 2 to go. Remember to rest whenever you need to. And last one, please. Well done. Let's come back into our plie position again. Sliding down your wall and lifting your elbows again. So another set of the shoulders and the inner thighs and the bottom muscles. Squeezing back together. Make your legs really work for you. And really be aware that you're squeezing the bottom muscles as well. Lovely. 3 to go. Breathing out. Breathing in. Very important we don't hold our breath. Lovely. And just one more of these. Excellent. You're all doing really well. Lovely. And again, wiggle with the fingers. Release. So hip extension now, where we take the left big toe behind. So we'll do single leg stretch arms again, but we'll have the palms facing in. So let's slide the left big toe behind, right arm comes forwards as you lift the left leg. If you can, or just keep the toe down and press back with the left arm. Slowly coming forwards, left arm forwards, press back with the right arm. So just lifting and lowering the leg, or just keeping the toe down. And again. So a little bit of rotation of your left wrist as we press back with the palm, and then we bring the thumb towards the ceiling as you come through. And again. This is our last one. Brilliant. And then coming back upright. Bring the feet a little bit wider and start to take your seat and just rest the weight on the thighs. Just give your arms a bit of a rest. Coming all the way back up. And again, pushing back into sit bones. I know it's not very glamorous. It is functional though. Pushing back, working our bottom muscles and our abductors again. 3 to go. Breathing in as you go down. And let's breathe out, squeeze. Don't let the knees fall in. Last one. And then coming all the way back upright. Well done. Big shoulders, step back to hip distance. Sliding the right big toe behind, and again either keep the toe down or we'll float. So hammer curls, the thumb facing up towards the ceiling as the right palm presses back and lifting the back foot, and then lower down. Right thumb towards the ceiling, left palm goes back, squeezing bottom muscles, and you just come as far forwards as you're comfortable with. You're always making sure supporting knees slightly bent. Lovely. And again, carrying on, 2 to go. Squeezing bottom muscles, working hamstrings really hard. And last one. Perfect. Let's come back to centre. This time turn the toes out, we'll have the arms in front. And again, we'll do that upright row. And slowly come back up. And again, upright row. Come back up. Well done. And again. Lifting from armpits, and remember, release your neck. No tension in the neck at all. And just 2 more of these. You'll do really well. And last one. And then breathing in. Walk your toes and heels in. Give your legs a shake. Maybe have a little walk round, have a drink, and wiggle the fingers before we move on. Let's set ourselves up again once you're ready. And this time we're going to do our dumb waiter. So we can keep the left big toe close towards the right foot to do our rotation, or we can float it up to the calf for rotation. It's up to you. Or we can just keep the big toe down from here and rotate. So either big toe inside of arch or a little bit wider. So let's now choose our position. Tuck your elbows in with the palms facing up, raising the arms so that the little right angles with the elbows, and then off we go. Steady, steady, steady. And then coming all the way back. And again. Well done. So you will really be aware of what's happening in your upper back now. So this is really working hard in your upper back muscles, drawing the scapula together. These, again, are small underworked muscles that we need to strengthen. 2 to go. Not here forever. Always light at the end of the tunnel. And last one. Perfect, well done. Okay, turn the palms in, releasing, again, a little shaking the legs if you need to. Rebalance, realign, and again, either just lifting your right heel or placing the right big toe inside of left arch or inside of the calf. Let's sit tall, stand tall again, raise the arms, and we'll have the palms facing each other this time. Off we go again. So opening out as you open the arms, and then coming back. And again. Very good. So just a subtle change. You'll still feel your upper back muscles moving, working, and you'll feel your scapula moving around. All good stuff. Excellent. And just 2 to go. Lovely. And do you find one of these movements is a little bit harder to do than the other? It's very normal. And then coming all the way back. Turn the palms down and let's have a rest. And again, another little shake with the legs, please. Now, if you've got light weight, if you've got hands and things, don't worry, we'll just hold on to one weight. Pop one weight down. We're going to hold the weight in your left hand and balance on your right foot. So again, either just lifting the left heels, we'll do a tricep dip, tricep curl. So we're going to lower the weight down just behind the head as you lift the knee or just lift the heel. So standing tall, or we could combine it with a single leg squat again if you wish to work a bit hard on your supporting leg. And then come back up. And again. So we're actually going to do a few more of these, as this is where our bingo wings start. Very good. And my music's stuck. I must have a little scratch on my CD. Sorry about this. So we'll do just a couple more. 2 to go. Well done. And last one. Lovely. And then just resting down. Wiggle the fingers. And then just roll through the feet, please. Let's change sides. So right arm up, remember that little bend in the elbows, making sure you don't knock yourself out. Balancing your left foot, pulling centre in, and off we go again. Lifting the heel or lifting the knee, and bending the elbow. Lovely. So really hitting the tricep muscles here, the back of your arms. Very good. So other ways to do this is press-ups on the walls, or press-ups on a worktop if you don't want to go down on the mat. And if you're on the mat, then you can do press-ups on the floor, wide press-ups, narrow press-ups, staggered press-ups. They all work. They are quite painful though, that's the only thing. Very good, keep going. 2 to go. Do you find one side's a little bit stronger than the other? It's a great feeling to be strong. And then very gently release. Okay, releasing shoulders. Lovely. Okay, nearly there. So let's just take a seat again. Sliding thumbs now down towards the knees. Pulling centre in as posterior delts. So we're just going to take a seat and press back with the arms again. And then just stopping in line with the hips. So again, pressing back. And then back in line with the hips. And again, so breathing out, watch your neck. So you're not chin jutting. We're keeping the head in line with the spine. And again, only going as low as you're comfortable with, just 2 to go. And last one. Well done. And then just let the arms dangle in front. Release the shoulders by giving them a little bit of a wiggle, and then maybe support yourself as you come all the way back upright and release the shoulders. Wiggle the fingers, we'll pop the weights down for now. Well done everyone. A few short stretches before we go down onto the mat. So we'll stand on our train tracks to begin with. Lovely. Then up onto the left big toe, sliding thumbs down towards the knees, and as you lower the heel halfway down, press the front of the hip forwards and then press both arms back. So just stay here, stretch out your chest, your shoulders, and the front of your hip flexors. And then a little extension of the neck now, because we have been just doing a lot of forward movement, so just looking to where the ceiling meets the wall. Lovely. And then releasing. Lower the heel all the way down and now link the hands behind the back. Feel the shoulders being drawn down. Feel the arms lifting away. Fantastic stretch for your chest. Brilliant. Then we take that little step in, pressing the front of the leg forwards and bring your left arm across. And as we do this, I want you to look over your left shoulder and just releasing your neck a little bit more. And then coming back to centre. Let's bring the right arm across and look over the right shoulder. And then looking forwards and releasing. Now either staying here, interlace the hands and press them forwards and then over the head. Otherwise we're going to hold on, maybe holding on to a table or a chair and take hold of the left foot. So either staying where you are and just doing your shoulder stretch. Otherwise we'll just do it with one arm. Don't sink, lift, try and glue the legs together. Well done, and maybe add a little extension here as well. Well done, well done, well done. And then release. Give the legs a shake, back on our train tracks with the right foot, but up onto your right big toe. Sliding thumbs again, lower the heel halfway down, press the hips forwards, and then press forwards with the heels of the palms. Let's look left again. And this time bring your chin towards your chest. And then head back to centre. Looking right. And then chin towards the chest. And then head back to your centre. Well done. Lower the heel down. Interlace the hands behind the back again. Lift them away. And just looking to where the ceiling meets the wall. And then bring the chin towards the chest. And then looking forwards. A little half step in, front of the legs stretching out. And this time we'll take the left palm, centre the shoulders, and just take a little side reach here. Centre yourselves and change arms. The right palm centre the shoulders, and then take a little lean to your left side. Still pressing the front of the leg forwards. And then coming back to centre. Interlace the hands, and again imagine you're being pulled in both directions. Release the shoulders, take them back slightly. Either stay here or keep the left arm lifted this time as you take hold of the right foot. Again, glue the legs together. Relax the shoulders. Well done. Well done. See if you can grow. See if we're going to be pulled up a little bit more. Long spine. And then release. Well done. Okay, give the legs a shake. Let's take another breath in and another breath out. Let's step wide. Finish off with our spine swing. Lovely. And just one more each way. Perfect. Please have a quick drink if you need one. And we're going to take you straight onto your back on the floor with or without your weights. So remember, if you need to, get your pillows now, put one pillow at the base of your lower back, make sure it's quite flattish, but make sure your neck is supported as well. So we don't want your neck to fall back when we lie down. We want it to be nice and supported. So yes, have a quick drink please, and we'll get on. So on the floor work, weights are optional. You don't have to use the weights now. If you've had enough, then feel free to just pop them to one side. Just use your body weight. So take yourselves down I'm going to start with imprinting. Raising the weights up towards the ceiling with the palms facing each other. I want you to fix your knuckles in line with the wrist. You haven't got that awkward angle with your hand. So knuckles in line with the wrist, palms are facing each other. Lengthen through the neck and draw the scapula down and breathe in. Now as you breathe out, let's flatten the back and imagine being pulled up towards the ceiling with your knuckles at the same time if you are using the weights. And then as you breathe in, we'll start to bring the elbows all the way down to the floor, but try and hover them off the floor. So let's do that again, breathing out. So scoop and hollow, navel towards the spine, feeling the lift through the pelvic floor and raise the weights. And then using your in-breath, just to hover the elbows off the floor. And coming back to neutral spine. Off we go again, so again we flatten the back and reach towards the ceiling. And then coming back to neutral spine and just let the elbows hover. Off we go again, breathing out. And breathing in, just allowing the elbows just to hover. And one more of these, again breathing out. And breathing in. Well done. Let's raise the arms, pretend the palms forwards this time. Both waters level on the tummy. And start to slide the right leg away. Right arm follows the right leg. And just take the left arm behind you. Be careful you don't overstretch here. I'm not going to go all the way. Pause and then come all the way back. Turn the palms in and allow the right knee to drop to the floor as you open both arms wide. So you're into a fly. Bring the leg and the arms all the way back. And try the left leg. So again, the back of the hand is towards the floor behind you. Don't force the movement. Don't let the weight win. Coming back, palms face. And then allow the right knee to drop as both arms open again. Coming all the way back. You want to take it up a notch, raise the legs. Let's do the right leg again. Left arm above the head, right arm follows the right leg. Slide and flow the right leg. Coming all the way back, turn the palms in, knee drop and arms open. Let's come all the way back and change legs. So left leg with the right arm above the head, again keep that bend in your elbow, push through the heel, and then coming all the way back, palms face each other, and then knee drop and arm open. Take your feet down at any time you need to. Off we go with the right leg again, but this time thumbs face the floor and the ceiling. Coming all the way back. Thumbs and now ends the weights together as you draw the elbows down and drop your right knee. Coming all the way back, so palms are facing. So do the left leg with the right arm. Sorry, I can't think about this today. And then coming all the way back. Ends the weights together again, knee drop as you bring the elbows down. Slowly coming back, we're going to do that again. Right leg, left arm, get it right. Thumbs towards the floor and ceiling. Coming all the way back, don't let the back lift, don't let the tummy bulge. Ends the weights together, knee drop and elbows down. Perfect. Palms face each other, left leg with the right arm. Thumbs towards the ceiling and the floor. Coming back. And again, ends the weights together, elbows down as you drop the knee. And slowly coming all the way back. Let's give ourselves a big hug here. And just popping the weights down and wiggle the fingers, giving the arms a rest now. Lovely, well done. Let's now pop the feet down and we're coming into bridge. So we need to move our pillows away from our head, maybe just keep one pillow. My music's sticking again. I think I might just turn it up. And making sure your heels are about a hand span away from the bottom. Gliding fingertips towards the end of the mat to come into your correct scapular placement and breathe in. As you breathe out, flatten the back and just rolling the spine away from the floor and lifting it as high as you're comfortable with. Don't force the rib cage, keep the rib cage really soft. So not forcing the rib cage up. Now either just staying here, just enjoying the stretch and the release in your back. Otherwise we're going to drop the left hip down and lift it the right hip and lift, the left and lift, the right and lift, left and lift, right and lift. One more time on each side. Lovely. And then taking the left arm above the head, let's look over the right shoulder to release our neck. Looking forwards as you float the arms slowly down. And then the right arm above the head, look over the left shoulder. And looking forwards as you float the arm effortlessly down. Either keep the arms here now as you roll down, or try and take them all the way behind you in a V shape, but don't let the back extend. When you're ready, breathe out and imprint the spine slowly, effortlessly into your mat. Float the arms simultaneously. Then either rest, hands pushing into the thighs, especially if you've got neck issues. Otherwise, cervical nod, looking between the knees and reach for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lowering all the way down. Let's go back into bridge. Flatten the back and roll back up into ski slope. And either stay here or roll down and back up again. Otherwise, this time we're going to push the hips side to side. So very gentle push side to side. So it's still moving the spine in different ways and also the pelvis. So it's trying to loosen off any pain and in the sacroiliac area. We all hold quite a lot of tension in this area. So this is a really nice exercise to do to loosen it, as well as the hip drops. Make this your last one. Back to centre, the right arm now above the head and look over the left shoulder. Looking forwards as you float the arm down, then the left arm above the head, right, looking over your right shoulder. Looking forwards as you float the arm down, and then both arms. Again, don't force them back, just easing back, just enjoy the stretch, and then rolling all the way down, taking your time. And again, once your tailbone touches, either rest, push hands into thighs, or chin towards the chest, you look right between the knees and do 5 little sit-ups. And then rest. Pop your pillows back underneath your head, open the arms wide and glue the legs together for side rolls. You might have to move your weights out of the way. Breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, take your legs to your right side, eye gaze to your left, turn the left palm down, turn the left palm up as you bring the legs all the way back and stop, raising the right knee, raising the left leg, or just lower and lift, lower the right leg and lower the left leg. Glue the legs back together over towards the left side, eye gaze to the right and turn the right palm down. Come all the way back to centre, lifting the left knee, and either lower it or keep it lifted, right knee, and then we lower the left foot, and then the right foot. Glue the legs back together over towards the right side again, eye gaze to the left and turn the left palm down, coming all the way back to your centre. Let's lift the right knee again, the left knee, lower the right big toe, the foot, and then the left. Glue the legs together, over we go to the left, eye gaze to the right, turn the right palm down, coming all the way back to your centre. Left knee lifts, right knee lifts. Now either staying here for level 2 for side rolls, or take each foot down now, one at a time. Glide the scapula down, both legs to your right side. Just ease into the stretch and maybe again get a little adjustment in your back, coming all the way back. Stop and either lift one knee at a time or toe tap this time. Really be aware that your back isn't lifting and your tummy isn't bulging when we do this. Glue the legs back together, over we go to the left, eye gaze to your right, so releasing your neck as well. Coming all the way back, and again either lifting each knee one at a time or toe tap. Make sure your back doesn't lift. Glue the legs back together, over we go to the right again, eye gaze to your left. And coming all the way back. Toe tap or knee lift again. Maybe try and reach the end of your mat with your big toe if you are doing toe taps. It's always good to challenge yourselves. Over towards the left side, eye gaze to the right. Coming all the way back. And again, toe tap or knee lift. And then a big, big hug in with each knee. So now take the left foot down, right foot over onto your left thigh, and right hand's now going to rest onto your right thigh and looking over the left shoulder as you press the right leg away. But try and keep the contact with both hips on the floor, both areas of sacroiliac area. Okay, and then coming back to centre, letting the legs now fall to your left side and take the left hand over the outside of your right leg. Just feeling a really nice stretch all down the side body. Curling all the way back to your centre and then lifting the legs towards the chest. Shoulder blades down, a little circle with your left foot. Circling round the other way. And then taking this foot up towards the ceiling, pointing and flexing. And then keeping the foot flexed and try and bring the legs towards you. But I want you to move in and out of this stretch, please. Just feeling the release in your outer thigh and your bottom area. Perfect. Let's change sides, so both feet down. Left foot now to the right thigh. Using your left hand to press gently onto the inside of your left thigh to look over the right shoulder. Just gently releasing. Curling back to centre, take the legs to your right side with the right hand over the outside of your left leg. Looking over the left shoulder. Again, how does this side feel? And slowly coming all the way back. Lifting the legs towards the chest, shoulders down, a little circle with your right foot. Circle around the other way. And then take this foot up towards the ceiling and point and flex. And then keep the foot flexed, try and get the bottom off the floor and just move in and out of the stretch again. And again, how does this side feel? Hopefully they feel almost equal now. And rest. Right foot down, left foot now towards the ceiling, holding at the back of the thigh. Don't let the back bottom lift, keep it down, otherwise it's a back stretch. You want to stretch out the back of your leg. Point and flex again. Pushing the leg into the hands. And then keep the foot flexed, relax the grip, relax the knee and bring the leg a little bit closer. And then point and flex again. Keeping the foot flexed and then start to float to the right side but point and flex. So again we're releasing our sciatic nerve pathway and point and flex all the way back. And the same to your left side. Assist the stretch by holding onto the leg if you need to. And point and flex all the way back. Let's place this foot down, right foot towards the ceiling, hold it at the back of the thigh, push the leg into the hands and point and flex again. Our hamstrings. Lovely. Keep the foot flexed, relax the grip and bring the leg a little bit closer towards the chest and point and flex again. And then over to the left side, still point and flex. And back to centre and over to the right side, still point and flex. And then back to centre. Well done. Let's bring both knees towards the chest, take a little rock forwards and backwards. So we've worked the inside of our legs, so let's give them a stretch by holding inside of the ankles, elbows inside of knees, little rock side to side. Excuse me, just releasing our lower back a little bit more as well. And then when you come back to centre, either staying here, pressing the knees away, or extend your legs. Oh, tight muscles together for me. And then bending the knees, glue them back together, and then we'll take that lovely circle round to each hip. And then just gently round the other way. So remember to roll onto one side if you have back issues today, just to sit yourselves up with assistance. Otherwise, chin towards the chest and just take a few gentle rock and rolls. Lovely. And then when you're there, over onto all fours, please, with the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. So we're imagining there's a bowl of water level on your back. So this is our neutral spine. So pulling centre in, just curling toes, push back to the heels and see if you can float the knees off the floor in this position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your knees and toes down and very gently dip your back and look forwards and try and draw the scapula together. Let's come back to our long spine again, curling toes, pushing back to heel so your knees will just float, heads in alignment with the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and toes down and again very gently dip the back. One more, so back to your long spine, curling toes, pushing back to heels, the knees will naturally float for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and toes down again, gently dip the back. So let's round our back now into cat stretch, little shake with your head side to side, and a little nod forwards and backwards. Coming back to long spine, but gently dip the back. And then back to long spine, take a look over the right shoulder. Bring the hip towards the shoulder. And then centre your left shoulder, hip towards the shoulder. And then back to centre. Just take a little rest back towards the heels. You can keep the legs together or take them into a V shape. Walking hands to your right side with the left hand over the back of your right hand. So again, feeling that lovely release down your side body. Then walking over towards your left side with the right hand over the back of your left hand. And then back to your centre. Let's now stand up either on your own if it's best for you, or coming with me into your downward dog, lowering each heel down one at a time. And then try lowering both heels down, but lift your hips even higher. And then walking hands to feet, lots of knee bend, and just let the tummy rest on the thighs here. And this again is just releasing your back. And then resting elbows on the thighs. And then when you're ready, slowly roll up or unfold, and just allowing the head to float at very, very last of all. Back round to me, we'll take the left foot behind the right, reaching up with the left arm, take your side reach and push the right arm across. Keep the knees nice and soft. And then slowly releasing, we'll change sides, right foot behind the left, reaching up with the right arm, look up, release, looking down to the left and take a side reach as you push across once more. And then gently release. Feet are back to parallel. Let's take one big normal breath in and a normal effortless breath out. Releasing shoulders, stepping wide and finishing off with our spine swing. Just hoping everything feels okay for you. You feel stronger. Being strong gives you so much more confidence. Everything you do, so it's important that we do keep ourselves strong as well as mobile. And last one of each of these. Back to me, and again another breath in, floor that wonderful Monday energy. Bring it to your heart, have a lovely rest of the day and a warm namaste. Well done everybody. Lovely.